doesn't sound very good.
Yep, that doesn't sound very good indeed. It doesn't do what I wanted to. No. Okay, even though that I'd probably never get onto YouTube, or maybe it will, I don't know.
If we do not make contact with the Dark Knight hero soon... Ah, it's you two. I must admit, this issue of the Dark Knight hero is proving to be something of a headache. We've just held a meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action. Can you guess what it is? Good one. But no, the Knights cannot afford to simply stand by and watch while there is even the slightest inkling of a threat facing Mondstadt. If that were the case, more and more people would start to rely on the Dark Knight hero instead of the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, well, what's the plan then?
Find out the Dark Knight hero's true identity and offer him our protection.
Protection? He seems to be doing just fine without your protection so far, you know.
I mean, yeah.
Well, since you've aided the Knights in the past, I might as well just tell you. The offer of protection is just a ruse in order for the Knights of Favonius to take over full and exclusive responsibility for this matter.
You aren't gonna let the Dark Knight hero be all heroic and stuff? Why not?
Firstly, to show the might of the Knights of Favonius, to prove to the people that without the Dark Knight hero, they can still rely on the Knights to maintain peace and harmony.
Well, it did a shit job so far.
Secondly, the Abyss Order have no mercy in their hearts. If anything happened to the Dark Knight hero, it would only serve to further their nefarious ambitions.
He's the strongest 5-star DPS in the game. I think he's fine. And he's even a Claymore user to boot, which makes him even better. I don't have any good Claymore users, and I'm so distraught about it.
Gosh, Paimon never knew the life of a knight involved so much untold anguish before.
But none of this will work if we don't establish the Dark Knight hero's true identity in time.
There's no need to despair, Huffman. Just follow my plan, and everything will be fine.
Ah, Captain Kaya.
Lately, Master Diluc has been working the bar at the Angel's Share every night. All I need you to do is keep him in your sight. Think you can manage that for me?
Yes, Captain Kaya. But does that mean that Master Diluc is the Dark Knight hero?
Who knows? It's just a hunch. I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
Oh, but not that time.
Wow, Paimon feels we saw a whole new side of the Knights of Favonius today. But Paimon doesn't understand. How is Kaya so sure he knows who the Dark Knight hero is? We need to get to the winery and tell Master Diluc as soon as Paimonly possible.
Seriously? Paimon pun? God damn it, this game. They are really way too obsessed about Paimon. Yeah, I had to rearrange everything I did so far, and I probably even did a lot of wrong things and already scrape at the barrel of my resources that I tried to save for so long. But yeah, I did wrong even though I thought I had it all planned out, but plan changed and I needed something else, and it's just all a big mess. Oh well, but I'm too deep into the account to turn back now, so... And I mean, in the end, in time, I will have enough.
Master Diluc, Paimon has something important to tell you.
Yes, about Kaya. I should have known he would see this as the perfect opportunity to get back at me.
What happened to you? I only read the official manga until a certain point. I thought they were brothers or something that are helping each other.
Sounds like there's a bit of bad blood between you guys then.
I shan't get into that now. More importantly, the Knights of Favonius are responding more or less as I had anticipated. All we need to do now is think of a counterplan. Patience. Let me think for a moment. If they intend to monitor me, then so be it. We can use this to create the perfect alibi.
What's an
If you want to find out, maybe you can do me a small favor first.
Oh, come on! Why do you love cliffhangers so much?
In Mondstadt, mist flowers are most commonly found in a region just northwest of the winery. If you could gather some for me, I'd be most grateful. I will make other preparations here in the meantime.
I already have probably some, since I have been all over the place. Or I have to leave the winery for him to load in his preparations. But I'm pretty sure I already have the flowers. Unless they are special quest items. Yep. Give 4 mist flowers to... Oh, he's outside now.
Ah, you're back. Allow me to introduce the winery's master brewer.
So many mist flowers. Great! I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Let me guess, they mask me as the Dark Knight?
So, are you certain the equipment can withstand this level of purity?
Oh my goodness! The winery owner himself is addressing me directly. Don't worry, sir. It is always my honor to serve you, even if it means risking my life.
Huh? What's so life-threatening about this?
Please, excuse me. I must get to work.
What's he gonna do with a bunch of mist flowers?
Long story short, a few days ago, the winery was experimenting with some new flavors. They wanted to see if mist flower can truly add a crisp and refreshing taste. Sure enough, they discovered that the flower's extract is truly potent.
So the new batch is selling like hotcakes?
No, potently poisonous.
No, not potent in terms of attracting customers, but slimes.
Oh.
Slimes need to extract elemental energy to survive. For them, this substance is simply irresistible. So I thought to myself, I wonder how much trouble I could cause now that I know this.
Yikes! What was that noise?
Oh, cold! So cold. Oh, Master D-Luke. Purification complete, sir. But the equipment is...
Marvelous work. Don't fret about the equipment. I shall have my butler order more immediately.
Marvelous! Jolly ho! Spiffing! Somebody fetch the butler! Paimon never knew you had to be so well-spoken to get a job in the alcohol industry.
What did Paimon not do? She's into alcohol, she's into purple mushrooms, so basically she's into drugs. What else? And into food. So she's a glutton and a drug addict.
This is what I was talking about. Mist flower extract. Or, for our purposes, elemental bait.
Wow! It really has a strong elemental whiff. Can we test it out?
Sprinkle a little on the ground over there. Careful, just a small amount.
Oh.
And then... that's it? How long does it take before... Holy moly, it really does attract slimes! And even more than we expected.
It's only 3 though.
It appears the potency is greater than anticipated. We better get rid of them before they wreak havoc on the manor.
What if they are only frozen ones? I can easily dispatch of them. Oh.
Wind blade!
Don't blink!
Oh. Well, in that case, start out with you.
Right hand into the fire! Speed of pace!
That was fun.
Whew. Such a powerful effect from such a small amount of extract. At least we didn't go picking wildflowers for nothing. All right, so can you tell us what your plan is now, Master D-Luke?
Yes, the plan is
Oh, it was so easy because this.
And so,
quest is
I
low.
expect it to all go down without a hitch.
Wait, what?
Are you sure it will work?
Why is the player left in the dark?
You're the only person in the plan.
I have persevered alone from the start. Now, I alone must face what lies ahead.
Well, if you already made up your mind. But until that moment comes, we can still help you out where we can. Isn't that right?
If the price is right?
Hey, don't be so cheeky.
Yes, I am. That's the most fun dialogue.
I am indeed indebted to you. I shall see you at the tavern, as per the plan.
Let's wait until evening to meet Master Diluc at the tavern.
Oh. You wanted to read that. I'm so glad I have all the waypoints already. That makes this so much more relaxed. I've basically uncovered the whole map already. Even though I probably shouldn't have. But I'm just a stickler for waypoints and certain collectibles that give me a shit ton of stamina. So, yeah. Huh? I don't... Oh, there. This means I get something free. Take one,
Pieces from Schultz's blacksmith.
Oh. Oh, wait until night. Okay.
Greetings, Mr. Huffman of the Knights of Favonius. To what do I owe the pleasure at this hour?
Oh, nothing. I'm merely procrastinating. I thought I might indulge myself with a beverage or two. Ah, traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, we were in the mood for an evening stroll.
What would you like to drink?
I'll have a dandelion wine, I suppose.
Ooh, Paimon wants apple juice.
Really?
Aw, but Paimon forgot to bring her coin pouch. Do you have any more on you?
Apologies, we do not give credit here.
Well, in that case, let this be my treat.
No need. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Well, so this is the secret plan, huh?
Huffman showed up just as expected. Okay, remember the plan? Go to the city's side gate and place the elemental bait. Whoa! You used all of it! This is gonna be pretty epic. Yikes! Here comes the slimes! Quick, let's get to the tavern before anyone spots us!
Really? Oh, okay, they just teleport me back.
Captain Kaya is no doubt a formidable knight, but he also brings us more than his share of hassle. No, this isn't right. I should not be talking about my superior in such a manner. If he were to overhear me...
We're back! Is my apple juice ready?
One moment.
Mr. Huffman! Mr. Huffman! A situation at the side gate! Everyone to the side gate!
What is it? What happened?
It's... slimes, Mr. Huffman.
Slimes. You see them all the time. What's the big panic?
We do, but... Sir, there are more slimes out there now than all the slimes I've seen in my life added together!
Whoa!
Surely this couldn't be the Abyss Order's secret weapon. But I have another matter to attend to here.
Oh? The matter of your dandelion wine?
No, that's not what I meant.
So this is how the Knights of Favonius conduct themselves in a crisis. The Abyss Order is encroaching on the city gates, and your response is to sit here drinking wine? It's like I've always said, the Knights are not to be trusted.
Master D-Luke is right. My conduct here has been below par. I shall set off at once. But first, may I have a quiet word?
Huh?
Shh, keep your voice down. I presume you know what this is about. Please watch D-Luke for me. Do not let him leave under any circumstances.
We are already in cahoots with him.
I must head to the side gate, but I'll be back shortly. I'm counting on you.
Well, you will be disappointed.
Good. That's him out of the way.
Everything's going according to plan.
I must get going too. I won't have a second to spare if I'm to be back in time.
Another dandelion. I can't give up.
Oh, no. No. I really wish they would optimize the controller support and let me customize it and other stuff since it's quite buggy still, but I just don't like to play this game with mouse and keyboard even though most people do it like that, but I just can't. It's an action game and action games are supposed to be played, but I don't know. I'm a PC gamer, but I really don't like.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, why? Isn't that one scene I saw in the motion?
Dealing with you will be the easy part.
I really wish I would have gotten him, but oh well. Couldn't be asked to do more. Even though I only basically rolled once and got a 5-star, and a 5-star was all I wanted. Oh, I can place him now. Great. That's why he's cool. And also because he can just destroy shields. Uh-oh. Ah, that's an ice mage. Okay.
Classic Master D-Luke. Not a baddie left standing.
Nothing more than a few hilly churls. No time to chat. I don't know how long those slimes will keep Huffman occupied. Best get back to the tavern.
Glad that's settled. Let's get back to the tavern. You think Huffman is back yet?
Ah, I shouldn't have used my elemental burst, but at the same time, I have the exile set, so that should help me. Elemental burst's back pretty. Well, relatively.
It seems Huffman hasn't yet returned. We made it in time.
There's more of a secret weapon coming.
The situation is sorted now. I never expected that the Abyss Order's army would turn out to be nothing more than a few slimes.
That is a surprise. Perhaps the Knight's true calling is to be slime exterminators. Who knows? Domestic pest control may turn out to be a more valuable use of your resources.
Oh, he's really talking down on them.
Master Diluc, please, have you no respect at all?
Yeah, he's really... I mean, Jean is probably the only competent knight they have. And maybe Kea, but even I don't like him anymore. Well, not much anyway.
Well, how come you're sweating so much? You didn't leave, did you?
Hmm? I just did some squats.
Is that so? But why now of all times, for the love of Barbados?
Because you always have to have leg day, which I neglected way too long.
Uh-oh, Huffman is getting suspicious.
Excuse me, sir. Might I be so bold as to inquire, did you see Master Diluc, today's bartender, did you see him leave just now?
Yikes, he's asking other customers. We're done for.
No, they are all the servants of Diluc, I presume.
Master Diluc? Why, no. He's been behind the bar this entire time.
I see.
Mr. Huffman, your dandelion wine. You ought to get back after this. Send my regards to the rest of the knights.
Oh, never mind. I must be going. I should report back. Here, take this as a token of my esteem. How odd.
Whew, that was too close. Paimon was sure we were toast.
I foresaw this eventuality. So, all the guests here tonight, save you two, are my own people from
Yeah.
the Dawn Winery.
See?
They're all in on it?
Not all of them. Or should I say, not all of us.
Kaya, where did you come from?
I just picked a good spot to quietly sit and watch the show.
What? You've been here this whole time?
Correct. The Dark Knight Hero's Alibi. I think it's my favorite chapter so far. More intriguing than a fine wine.
So, you plan to report everything to the Knights of Favonius?
Come now, Diluc. You know me better than that. I have no interest in exposing secrets. I was just curious to see how far Mondstadt's Dark Knight hero would really go, and you did not disappoint.
I have nothing to prove to you.
Oh, naturally. I must say, though, one thing I didn't see coming is that the mighty Dark Knight hero would actually need help from other people.
Sorry, we're closing. Please see yourselves out.
All right, all right. I have no further need of wine to entertain myself tonight in any case.
Yeah, so maybe I should read the manga to understand this?
Just one last thing before I go.
Oh, but I hate to read stuff to get lore and relationships down.
It had better be the very last thing.
Why is he so pissy?
I feel strangely comforted by the fact you now have an assistant, Diluc. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
What was all that about?
Don't mind him. Thank you for all your help with this matter. This is a token of my gratitude.
Wow! Thanks, Master Diluc.
I'm in the habit of working alone, but I did enjoy having your assistance this time. In the future, if there's anything you ever need, you can come to me for help.
Even if you are a close friend.
My friend, wine and adventure.
Wait, what did I get? I want to get my last constellations. Huh? Oh. Wait, what? Complete. I didn't know about this. What? To gain access to the, you need to gain a measure of approval from the world in which they play out. You can gain this approval by completing quests, reaching the required adventuring, using a story key to unlock the quest. I didn't know about that. Well, they are only at adventure rank. Wait, this is new. What the heck? Was that there all the time, or did it just now pop up? Okay. I'm confused. Oh well. Wow, they could have told me way sooner. But, well, then again, that's why you always check out the exclamation marks. Apparently I did something here too? Oh, Ascent 3. Ascent 3 weapons. Yeah, we'll have to do quite a bit here. Hold on. Okay then. Okay, just as...
Warwind Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Liyue.
Oh, I have this
Should we
one.
ask here if they have a copy of the
Oh,
Feel free
what?
to look around.
Oh.
There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Tevat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Conte was a little too wild.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
I haven't even read it.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection?
Shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by.
Wait, it's pronounced Sing Cho? I thought Sing Ki. Oh well.
Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth?
Oh no.
Just take it as a chance to get some respite from the hustle and bustle of Liyue Harbor. We all need that once in a while.
Maybe I should raise him. He sounds chill. Well then. Okay, where is it? Oh wow. Wow, what a trip! That is quite the trip, but... Gutting all the waypoints has its benefits! Looking for the overlay. No, I already did a quest with her, which I probably have not recorded. Problem is, I have explored the world so much by now. I mean, I have ignored also a lot of stuff, so if I would go through the whole world, I would probably eventually end up Is it Shang the Nine? Where's he supposed to? Oh! Oh, that was easy.
The heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to smithereens. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means?
But not if you've got nothing to eat.
Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them. And now they're gone. Gone, I tell you.
I would just steal them back.
It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare, I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only remaining treasure.
Hey, Chang. You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Oh, you again. But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
You...
This is incredibly dark for such a cutesy art style.
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me. And you, Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Two-word situational. Jeez Louise, give the man a minute.
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, Please, just take this book and leave me in peace.
What? I thought it was your last and only treasure.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
Many years? How old are you? You look like, what, 14 maybe?
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here. So, you like reading, huh, Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Cheng the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
We're scrapping Operation Leo Travel Guide.
Why do you give up on your book search so lightly?
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Cheng the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Cheng the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection.
Don't have a plan at all, do you?
Of course I do. An initial plan, anyway. I still need to work out the details. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt?
Well, mostly the bad guys.
I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan? I meant Guhua clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buffoon!
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Wow, he sounds so much like a Ginyu Force or however those genres are called.
Great speech. But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
There you are, eavesdropper. Let me amuse myself a little. Blink!
You're open. You're open.
Wait, where is she? There she is.
The more, the merrier. Nice and spicy. Cut to the chase.
Oh, I got.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? No, you misunderstand. That fellow has a foul mouth, to be sure. But his assessment of the state of the Guhua clan is, well, not exactly incorrect, I suppose. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Wow, so that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just extraordinary.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face!
Well then, do it if you have the guts.
Fine. But, as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him.
You're really bad in picking ugly nicknames.
From now on, he shall be known as... Guhua Geek!
Wow, what an insult. Me shivery my booty. Well, time to teleport all the way back. I think this is the best way about this. Then I can just glide down directly to where I want. This is so far, even though I'm starting to see the problems with this game, this is so far one of the most high quality gacha games that ever existed and I have ever played and witnessed. And I just hurt myself.
Who goes there?
I'm a VIP.
How strange. You're not on the guest list. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business? What is it?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone. No, I mean, yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me.
Would you like to explain these extra... Oh!
I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinya Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Well, you're screwed either way.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mind when he's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
So smug, I love it.
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Nah, so far I hate every Geo character I played. Even the MC.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator.
I was just bluffing.
Is that so? Now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the better of her in the future.
Damn it!
Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Shinua kiosk. Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
I know these flowers are important for certain characters, so I pick them up now. While I'm around. And a lot of stuff respawns after a while. And if you want to... You can even buy these flowers with Moa, but it costs so bloody much. So I'm picking basically up everything I know. Especially when it's right in my face like that. Yeah, I just didn't gear my characters well enough. Oh well, it will change as soon as I hit Adventure Rank 30. Then I can finally get 4-star artifacts. It's not the most optimal thing, but it's at least something. Wait, how do I... Yeah, there. Even with the maximum stamina currently available, it's still not nearly as much as I would like to. I mean, I have the max stamina currently possible.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
I have the feeling the Fatui are basically the mafia of this game.
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui.
And you think they don't hear you through that thin paper wall?
Who knows if Gua Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
And they just vanished out of existence. Well, oh. Oh, I just start from here again. And currently the Traveler is currently my second strongest character. And I mean, it's not the worst to invest in, since he will get gradually stronger. Due to him having access to basically every element at the end of the game. That's at least how they set him up. This is actually pretty rare. I mean, he's not top tier in any of his elements, but he's good in every element in his own right. So he's the most versatile character to fill out your roster.
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, This writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Secret text.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here.
So they are basically the business police, and shady deals they will deal with, I guess?
Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry.
Oh.
Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon!
Oh, it's there? Okay. Just can't resist. This game makes you hoard everything. It's basically anime Skyrim. Just with way more space to get stuff in.
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can he actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight.
Wait, what?
Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them. Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
All Alrighty, so 3 cellars in the city, another one at the chasm, and then chain the 9th. Roger that!
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month!
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for... Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the cellars in the city, then the chasm, and then last but not least, chain the 9th.
Enjoy your meal.
Hold on.
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but I'm out of stock at the moment. Please try again next time. Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have, although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't do retail. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry.
So you're rejecting the Feiyun Commerce Guild's business?
What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
One?
Oi! Shh! All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need, both legitimately and not so legitimately. Best you give me an actual number. All of it would be far more than you actually want. What are you saying? Of course my business is all above board. Feiyun Commerce Guild, you say, huh? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line, and I'll start getting things in order right away.
The atmosphere here at Liyue.
Wait, what? I'm already done? Wait, wasn't there a third one supposed to be? And why did the quest change? Where are my quests? Oh, there. There we go. What the quest change all of a sudden? Huh? The funny thing is, dashing is moving forward faster than just straight up running apparently. Well, at least for a distance.
Hi, anything I can do for you? You want all my core lapis? I've already agreed to several orders. That said, none are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly indecisive. Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Seems business trends are about to change in Liyue. Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Come, let us sign a contract. Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will continue to do business with us.
This is going well. Everything's so much easier when you've got stacks of Mora. Next stop, the chasm.
Oh, the nameless treasure. Oh. Blah, blah, blah. This is just a side thing that I want to do while I'm at it. Cavernous realm, battle the creature, blah blah blah, the thing you blah. Find strange links. We know of Lewis link the way of ocean. That would be a different story. I'll give it a go. Oh cool, this is a new quest then. Well then. Then we go to the chasm, which apparently is here.
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis here?
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear the Feyun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core lapis stock in Liyue Harbor. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so... The best I can do is 7 million Mora.
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 Mora on the rest of Liyue's stock put together.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while.
It's over 4 times what it should be, you crook.
Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying, please leave me alone.
All right. We'll pay, even if it is a ridiculous price. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It's about justice.
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. Several carts were ambushed by hilly churls. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, I can't sell them to you either. So maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away. Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I do hope to carry on doing business in Liyue in the future.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on.
Oh boy. And I mean it looked sure. Well then, I guess you are one of the troublemakers? Oh wow, already dead.
That's it, all right. That's a big old stash of core lapis.
Just have to go from the outer circle and circle back in on it. Or maybe not. Where did the fire come from? That was weird. Oh.
Here we go! Loads of core lapis here! Quick, make a note of the location.
Okay, some of the cards are just lying around. Huh? Oh, whatever. Oh god, I hate this. I mean, it is good, but that's why I really want a Claymore dude. Since a Claymore dude is the best when it comes to this.
Another one down. Oh yeah, we found it. Check out all that core lapis. Make a note of the location. We'll send the Fayun Commerce Guild to collect it later.
Okay, where's the last one? Oh, there we go.
Let Paimon see. Yep, that's it. That guy said there were 5 cards in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Wow, you are not even doing anything. You're worse than Navi. Well, at least you talk more, well, funnily.
Why the long face?
Here, we've made a note of the cards' locations. All 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official. I also hope you could put in a good word with your boss for me.
Done and dusted. Yeah! Paimon's got a knack for this business malarkey, don't you think?
No.
Now for the final stop on our core lapis crawl. To Chang the Ninth's place.
That way he gets his stock sold for a fair price, which is good for him. Yeah, and there's this is probably one of the worst things. The letters are absolutely... Wait. Yeah, the letters are absolutely worthless since they basically take the same amount of stamina than everything else, apparently. Or maybe not, I haven't
Just
actually
who I
tested
was
it.
hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, Gentry mouth-sized thugs have been mysteriously absent for a while now. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? Appearances can be deceiving, that's for sure.
You look way too happy when you grunt around.
But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and even then I'm only breaking even.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? What's going on? Have I died and gone to heaven? I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all. But gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Just trust me.
Huh. Okay, then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
And all the... Wait, what? What's this? Oh! Wait, so the warehouse is actually there? Oh, guess we'll see.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me.
How can a story be that good?
How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai. How?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. It was rather good, thanks. I only hope that as our plan reaches its denouement, it too will live up to its expectations.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair. So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush. Master, if you please, seize their Corlapis!
Really now? Wait, other?
Rain,
Not only.
Get out of here.
You're really wasting a lot of.
You're over.
Body and mind.
Oh, it's an angel. This is annoying when they go invisible.
Body and mind.
No escape.
Time to act.
Nowhere to hide.
You can't run from death.
Like you say,
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off! The Corlapis is almost within our grasp.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind. To complete the order.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait. Master, wait!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
My lord?
You? You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me, what will you sell it for?
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attempt to run me into the ground.
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Fine. Have it your way. I'll find the money somehow. Happy now?
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
He's a witch boy.
So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation.
Don't you witch kids take calligraphy classes from a young age?
Very droll. My family can always tell me from my handwriting. It's certainly one of my distinguishing features.
Oh, of course, you can put it like that.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time! Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off. Paimon's toast, and sorry, very sorry. Please don't hurt Paimon.
Emergency food time.
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me, save me. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
What kind of fuck did you say you read this in?
Jokes aside, I have the two of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were a huge help. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me. I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The two of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
I mean...
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
You could only sell stuff in this game. Well then. This quest almost took an hour? How is that even possible? I think ladders are actually faster than climbing a wall. Maybe they do have a place.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this Core Lapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility. What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity.
I'd almost forgotten about that.
My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. I can't believe it. What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't.
Okay, I have to look into this travel guide now. It's one of the... This? The travel guide? Teva travel guide mod. Oh god, this is... Oh no, I don't want to read it. Wait, this is all you get? Teachings... Oh, Teachings of Gold! That's actually not bad. Since it's a talent up... Oh, that reminds me, talent upgrades. I totally forgot about that. Oof, that is a steep price in a way. But then again, he is one of my main characters. Initial cutting damage max cannon, initial storm damage max storm. Oh well, whatever. Upgrade something here. Nope, phase 3 first. Okay. Well, I guess that's this quest. Is there any more? Nope, only world quests left. God dang it. And here we go.
Cuisine is inedible.
Huh? In a while since someone has spoken to me, it literally caught me off guard. Okay. To go to the bank though. And who might you be?
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in Lioli, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Shinyo Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style.
You're like this every time we talk about food.
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
I don't pay your food.
Welcome to the Northland Bank.
Oh, it is pretty close.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I've found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Leo Chising would hide the Geo Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Lioli pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Yeah, that was also in one of those
Hi.
spoiler trailers. That's the new character they want to release.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wangsheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wangsheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed.
Wait, slaves?
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer?
No, worse. Wait, is it worse? I don't know.
The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly.
What does that even mean?
Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the god of war, Morax, Rex Lapis. Is the idea that he also has the title of Adeptus so strange? As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning.
Is it though?
In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
He says too much.
Oh? In our line of work, this means that you want to silence me. How interesting. Draw your sword, we shall...
Oh, God.
Just kidding. Let's continue, shall we? The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
I'm running out of quests.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks. And get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime. My, chopsticks truly are difficult to use.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
I prefer the atmosphere Mondstadt.
I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure.
You're the shadiest guy. Every time you have a voice
These
like
are
that.
the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
I already have it. The quest completed? Go and buy, but I have... Oh well. I mean, it's not my money, so I couldn't care less.
Thank you.
The nightlife here is so vibrant.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... What was it again?
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal.
Oh, you!
What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Man who makes his living off betting on stones can't be trusted so lightly.
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of Noctilucous jade?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again!
2 times.
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
Yeah, that's the issue with this game. We are bound by Mora experience scrolls, refinement crystals to level up weapons, and it's horrible. That's the only caveat of this game. That they want to gate you with that and trick you into doing other stuff.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What?
Sounds like he's loaded.
So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a bargain.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations.
Who's talking?
Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
Yeah. Almost like the gacha system of this game.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it.
I mean, the game is beautiful, and I wish I could just make a one-time payment and just play around with everything and be not constrained by any limitations like the stamina, the raisins, and other stuff. That I could just play and progress as I like.
A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyroaffinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
This normal life for a high-class gentleman? I didn't. You're such an expert.
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Yeah, blame them for cheating me and get the police involved. Or the lawyers.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just sad that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell?
We get some small samples. I'm not buying any.
Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can still discuss this. Negotiation is key to trade, wouldn't you say?
Well, kinda, but not if you want to cheat us.
How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more and you may as well have my neck.
Yeah, I prefer that.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Oh, but yet he's forcing us to gamble and basically cheat us for really poor quality stones.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
Wait, the kitchen in Jiangling's place?
You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
But I want to turn you into emergency food.
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control. We cannot take such a risk.
Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Oh boy. But, ooh, that is pretty far, but luckily there should be... Oh, there's several. I can... No, I wanted to get the mint. Already have so much mint.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Wait, you can catch fireflies? Oh, know that. Wait, what is down there?
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line.
Oh. Let's go over here to the fireplace. Uh-oh.
Cut to the chase.
Wait, there's one left? Oh, you're all the way there and don't bother to come close?
There's still soup in here. These hilly churls sure have big appetites.
Shame to let it go to waste.
This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
Hold on. Yes.
Nice and spicy.
They all seem equally hot. I love this so much. Why have I not used him more often? He's amazing. Oh, this one is actually shining the brightest.
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More heli churls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Oh, you're still alive?
Incoming! Hey!
Oh, they don't even give loot. What a waste of energy. I've got hit so many times. Okay, no, this jade is shining super bright.
Ow! That's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Okay. I wish I could go faster to the map with the controller. Yes, that's just how it is. I don't know how people got to 30 already. Quite impossible.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Which one was it? The third?
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
Oh, okay.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
Oh, I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier? That's a relief. Have a look.
Wow, cut out again. I mean, it needs more polish.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, let's
Thanks,
get more money from
both of
someone
you.
else. Yeah, it's definitely easier to just glide down. And more fun. I take too much money in a lot of... not too much money, but too much damage. What I don't like is that you just straight fall... Oh, there's something I wanna have.
May the Lord of Geo protect you.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also, the Rex Lapis vessel.
Traditionally, we call it the EVGA.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this EVGA hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the EVGA will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax.
I just realized. I was just thinking about upgrade materials you need to enhance characters and other stuff. And I just realized the system they implemented is actually maybe not as bad as I think. Since the higher you go in the world rank, the higher you can go into those domains to get materials, and the quality and amount of materials you get increase the higher you get. That means to get up lower weapons and lower characters to the level you are currently at gets easier the higher you go. Because the loot gets better and better the higher you get into the ranks. So it's easier to get a new weapon that is low, high up to where you want it to be. Since with each chamber you get the low class materials together with the higher class materials. So you always get low materials with the new high materials. So only the highest, rarest material is hard to find at first, and then you get it on a more regular basis along with everything else. Whenever you get something new. This is quite ingenious. And then there's some sort of refund system that you can just feed a high level weapon into a new weapon to get apparently 85% of the experience back. Well, I have to see how this turns out. I mean, I only have this game played for a week and I'm already complaining way too much.
But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives, but this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable.
Is it?
In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
I have the feeling I need to get up Ember too, so she is actually good in providing proper support, since having 2 pyros in your team increases your damage by 35%. Which is quite good, not gonna lie. I never really considered other things than 4 different elements. I mean, having more elements gives you more flexibility in elemental reactions, which can be more powerful. But if you want to boost your one single DPS as much as possible, then it's not too bad. But I have silk flowers.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Wow, he's so rude for a shopkeep.
Golden Housemaiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
This is what I get for calling Paimon emergency food. Wait, you don't even recognize me? Yeah, I did business with him. What I get for calling Paimon emergency? I'd have to know.
Now then,
Oh.
please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved.
Just realized the new patch 1.1 will also introduce a quick switch system of teams, and I really hope they implement good controller support for that, because I will be pretty miffed, since I just prefer to play this game with a controller. If I don't get that, that would make exploration so much easier for me, since I don't have to go into the menu, party setup, wait for the loading screen to come up, switch the party, and then go back. It's such a hassle. They better tested this game so much, but they never thought about that beforehand. I can hardly imagine.
Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the Adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow! A true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
What's so impressive about that? I'm still an ignoramus.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
You still haven't gotten the bloody money!
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
I see a pattern emerging here.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
I mean, I don't regret picking the English voice actors. They are pretty good.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
Wait a minute, I think I saw that there was a wiki page that said that Paimon is actually male. And the devil herself.
I will wait for you near the statue of the Seven. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Who? Maybe Maybe I should check the map to see how far. Well, I can just teleport. I mean, the closer I am to the place, the less time it takes to load. They make the loading times pretty good in this game, not gonna lie. I mean, I'm also on an SSD, but you still have to optimize for it.
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
You smell great.
Wow. Just wow.
I love these ads.
I'm just going to assume that you're either joking or being sarcastic. To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors. But I smell great? Don't be ridiculous.
I mean...
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chi-Ming.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
This is just the best. Those joke answers. In any gacha game, your answers don't make a lick of difference. Or in a lot of games that have this caliber, because you can't really replay them. Unless you make a new account and go through all this horrible stuff again. Well, not horrible, but it can be tedious, so you don't really want to restart it. I hope they will implement a replay already done quests. That would be the best. I really love it when games do that you can just go back in time and replay certain scenarios differently. Especially in gacha.
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
You smell great.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. Most people aren't so direct.
You smell great.
I think we need more time to get to know each other.
Aww.
We just wanted to know what perfume you normally use.
Oh, well, I don't actually use any.
Oh wow, I love that.
That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yingar? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yingar?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
You smell great. Oh, I love this. Okay. I'm just sad that I have no quests left. Maybe I should look on the internet how to get more quests. Since I have a list of quests that I've already done in the game itself, so I only have to compare what I have with what I still can do.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around.
You smell great.
Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like?
Whichever one you are wearing.
I'm not wearing any, darling.
Oh god, they are lying. There are barely any women that don't use perfume. But I really prefer when someone doesn't wear perfume to mask their own scent too much. But then again, I'm not the greatest person, so I don't know. But I mean, oh, this sounds so bad when you say it out loud. But yeah, I like the natural scent of people when, I mean, not every person's, but that is a good indicator of if you are with someone. No, that sounds terrible too. Whatever, forget about it.
Could it be that you've been bewitched by my natural scent? If so, I'm afraid it's one of a kind.
Wait, isn't there a movie about the perfumist or something that basically kidnaps women, skins them, and makes perfume out of their bodies or something? Very gruesome stuff. I don't know what the title is in English though, but there's a movie about someone who makes perfume out of people. Well, women mostly, which is a serial killer, I guess.
Whatever this is, you guys need to snap out of it right now. Hand her the silk flowers.
3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it?
You got a problem with that?
Ay, 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 who let this tiger out of the cage? Well, with your looks, who can blame you?
Oh, God.
If you've got it, flaunt it.
That's so cool. I love the joke answers are the best ones. Who wants to be the goody two-shoes if you can get answers like that?
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
I mean, there's no one else, so it's just my emergency food.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume?
How about the KitchenAid's Youngling's place?
You mean Wan Min restaurant? Good choice. Let's go.
Wait, that's actually working? Oh! That was actually the right answer. God damn it. Oh well, whatever.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now.
Wait, why don't you have something at your shop? Why can't you make perfume at your own place?
Are you ready to please me?
Oh, sure. Wow. The innuendos in the game are super strong.
What did you say?
Even Paimon! This is just gold! This is gold of the highest caliber. I mean, this is genuinely like an anime-made game. This is what I have been waiting for all this time. An anime-styled video game that also feels like an anime. But then again, there was Tales of Berseria, so yeah, Tales of Berseria was a very good one. But I mean, I'm already done with it, so I can't play it anymore. Well, I could, but I already saw the story, so I don't care anymore. Oh well.
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously.
Of course.
While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
The corner? Let's go the way.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
Wait, is she describing what I think she's describing? Is she describing how to finger someone? This is so amazing. I love it. This is so great. Why? I'm too perverted, ain't I? Well, or I'm just too thirsty. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water.
That's probably a lie, but...
Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Well then, get up on the crafting bench. Oh, okay. Wait, oh, wait, I can do these now. We're done. Tedious process. But no. Wait, where is she? This turn.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there.
Oh god, this sounds so much like... Entai. God. Being I make some perfume. Oh, I thought I have to put...
All three perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
I was thinking of you the whole time.
Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in.
Wow, the game really wants to stroke your gears here, doesn't it?
Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one.
Okay. Basically, lollies, himedere, and, well, MILFs.
All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood.
I think I got it. What? Which one was what again?
Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay?
Should I have remembered that?
I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Wait, maybe I can get more side quests this way.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Oh, I don't know if I interrupted her. What? Oh! Oh! Oh. Whatever. Statue of the Seven, here I come. I needed to heal anyway. Heal me.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that?
Looks like Rex Lapis really likes this one.
That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Or he's just into them.
Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and...
Oh, Paimon is thirsty.
Let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
What ulterior motives have Shield and the Chising have? I'm very suspicious of them, since the Futai are made out to be the bad guys. Or one of the bad guys, at least.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Man, why has he gotta be so secretive this time?
Wait, I'm already that far into the next level up? I almost have half the experience. Well, it's the main quest. They should give a lot of experience. Wait a minute. Oh, don't tell me I'm locked out. Nope, there it is. Where is it? Oh, I go with the flying impact. I should have recorded everything from the get-go. Oh well. Why am I stuttering like this?
things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers?
I want to pick them.
But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Borrow something? Oh, you've come to borrow the cleansing bell, yes? Apart from that, I don't have anything of value that you youngsters might want. But it was not originally mine, either. That trinket used to belong to a friend of mine. I was a vain beauty when I was young, and I would pester him for that bell all the time. He could not dissuade me, and so he gave it to me. But he said that if someone should come to borrow it, I must not be loath to give it away. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
Net of Favonius certified lost property finder.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
Wait, you live on the street?
How does that work?
Contains your house seat, the bell is all your own. In you go, Paimon!
What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
No, I want to shut you up in there.
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
Wait, is that an interdimensional teapot?
This granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
She's a mage, she's a witch, she's something. Yep, I knew it. It's some sort of dungeon. And I'm getting sucked up. Wait, charged attack also? See? I knew it. I have complied.
Huh? Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you children. Please help the old lady clean up.
Ow! I caught myself with the explosion.
Wind blade.
Huh? Oh.
Wind blade.
Nice and spicy.
God, you really take a lot of damage when something wrong.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been
Oh, what?
since Grandma
No!
swept this place?
Damn it. Oh, okay. I forgot how to deal with that. There we go. Just throw it off. Wait, that didn't kill it? Oh, it did.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
Maybe. Oh. Oh, what? Oh.
Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Julian Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Speed of light.
That's not fair. Oh, shh.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Don't blink. Hey!
I really hate that I'm...
Nice and spicy.
Don't blink.
It's really a poor display. I can actually fight better, but...
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
right on this one?
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
I wanna have your stuff. There's nothing in here, is there? Oh, I hope I get more quests and can get to the next world rank.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick.
Are you with the Fatui?
The Fatui? Child, what goes on in that mind of yours, I wonder?
Nothing.
I'm far too old to be quibbling with them. But if they overreach themselves, I will do what I must.
So is she an adept?
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny?
Oh, I should have asked for the adapters, damn it.
Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless Adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
I keep it.
Hey, it belongs to Granny. We're supposed to return what we borrow.
Oh, let you keep it. You really are a frank child. If you want it, you can keep it.
What?
But this bell gets homesick sometimes. Who knows? It might find its way back into these old hands. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
It's big on the inside. Well then. Let's try. This time I want to see how far I can get with. I should actually test this out. How fast and far I can get with just running.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
Are you also an Adeptus?
An Adeptus?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea.
It's huge.
When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No, no. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
What? Another 500. I'm so glad this goes all so well and smoothly now, and that I maybe even get to the level 30. Maybe it is designed that way, that I hit 30 when I'm done with the 29 quest, and that only the time in between is actually the challenge. No? Could be. I hope it is like that.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well-versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him.
Perfume, flora and fauna, fashion, economics, jewelry, and jade pottery. Oh, let's go with that.
He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else, but there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
The Golden House? What?
Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame, as does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes, these details are masterfully done.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shen, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Oh no, as for the payment, he's... Uh-oh.
Well, allow me.
How
Hey,
you show up?
it's Child!
You ambushed us!
No way. I was just passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
What? Okay.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 Mora. What say you?
A most fair price.
No, let's negotiate. Yes, wait. No, let's negotiate. Wait, enter number? Can I actually... No? Oh, there, enter number. Let's whip him off. Oh.
That won't do, I'm afraid. It's too little. Too little, I say.
Oh, the mood is down, huh? Okay, well then let's try with 8,000?
That won't do, I'm afraid. It's too little. Too little, I say.
Okay, let's be more generous then. Let's go with 12,000 then?
5 geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
God dang it. I mean, it's not my money they take, so... What happens if you fuck this up, though?
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade, yes?
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole Hero of Mondstadt thing?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of them.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Wait, let's talk prices. This is kind of a whip-off what you are trying to get out of me, so 17,500 it is.
This is too little. I'd consider it if it was a bit higher.
Okay, let's go for 18,500 then.
This price will do. No loss to me for a day's work.
I wonder if I get the things I save for myself.
Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 110%.
It's not possible.
So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special preparations for them.
53 branches and 20 stacks of timber.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 Mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Done.
We bought too little money.
This is all you got? Then no can do.
Please go look for someone named Child.
Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. Wouldn't that mean I have to make 2 trips rather than 1? How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now, and get me a single Chinxin flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow. How does that sound?
Guess we've got no choice.
Really? I mean, I have it, so...
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare, and I have no idea where I'd find them.
I have a whole bunch of them.
With this Chinxin flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight. I'll make sure the work is done before I return home.
So that was for nothing then. I feel cheated. Oh well. Where is it? Let's see, I want to actually look how many Chinxin flowers I have. Flower... Dragon... Mint 149. Flower... Oh, I only have 31. Wow. Where is he?
A toast to our success.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
There's nothing left, though.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
I mean, yeah, I'm on Paimon's side this time.
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need?
God damn it, I
Does
can't...
that mean you know what he's after?
Getting what happened... What else could the Vatu... What are they after? I totally forgot. Forgetting what happened in Mondstadt? Oh. What else could the Fatui want?
Yikes! You're right! Signora!
Who's Signora again? Oh, right.
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you.
Yeah, I want the money of the vault and be rich and don't need to worry about Moa, but that's not how the game works, does it?
Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
She basically stole the power of an
Next,
Archon.
we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
So I couldn't even keep any feckin' change, even though I tried to get a good price. And it's just dumb, and I even lost an item.
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora.
There is no surplus Moa.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Oh, there's still so much to go. Oh, I should have teleported. Yeah, that seems to be still faster if I teleport.
So many medicines.
Oh, Kiki!
But no cure.
The reception is deserted, and it seems kind of spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear.
You bring up the wheel, right?
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter.
Wait, is she a zombie? How would you even know that she's a zombie if you didn't watch the trailer?
Ah, Paimon thinks you might be right. Look at the talisman on her forehead.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi.
Wait, that's how Chi-Chi is pronounced? I only know the Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball.
Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Just nonchalant delivery for a bombshell revelation. The zombies also kinda...
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
Why is she being so difficult?
I'm afraid that she's probably right. It's to do with her orders. Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
He's playing games with us.
I don't believe so. The Guizhong Ballista, at least, I have heard of before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device. Located in Qinheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhang Li really knows Liyue inside out.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the cocoa goat.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptibeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptibeast. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
Do tell us if you remember anything else you don't remember.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
Oh, God.
What the heck is a cocoa goat?
Oh yeah, I have to check my Resin. I don't know if I already... No, I already capped! Feck my life!
It's huge!
Whoops, sorry.
Paimon can totally believe it took an adeptus to build this.
Yeah, it was almost for 40 minutes that I missed. So I missed like 5 or 6 Resin. I think 1 Resin per 8 minutes. Oh well. Oh, it's so precious. Why did I not? I should just empty it. The first thing I do each day is I should just empty it. But there was just nothing worthwhile to get.
But how do you operate this thing?
So close
Just
to
think how much strength you would need.
And I'm so close to a world level up, which would make the payout even more so sweeter. And this is probably what annoys me the most.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers.
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista. One just needs to understand the basic working principles of the device.
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Hold on.
Where is that supply post? Here, posty, posty, posty.
Ah, these parts look useful.
Oh yeah, by the way, the game went mostly flawlessly. I had a few frame drops here and there, but the game never crashed in all my time of playing, all 6 days at this point that it is out. And that is already commendable. They did an amazing job polishing the game to the point where it doesn't even crash. Well, at least not for me.
One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong Ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there, more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing?
Shoot!
So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man.
He doesn't even look remotely old.
This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it? The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces, and that's if you get out of this alive!
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. Disgraceful behavior. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Can I play as him? Oh!
Dodge this!
Oh, that's not even what I... Oh well!
Place my hammer.
No one escapes my sight. Cut to the chase.
Disappear!
Don't blink.
Have a little taste.
More enemies?
You're open.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Cut to the chase.
You're open.
Incoming.
You're open.
Really not.
Incoming.
I'm really not properly fighting.
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus on our contract with Chi-Chi.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working, but where's our Coca goat?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast, as Chi-Chi put it.
Which means...
I think this was a complete waste of time?
Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something positive, right?
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy, explain that we could not find a Coco Goat, and review our next step.
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
Oh, that thing tries to kill everything that comes in sight now? I have lost way too much health since I haven't properly fought. I didn't realize that charge attacks actually give energy. Should've. I mean, the tips are also not showing up anymore, and I can't find them rewritten anywhere, so, oh well. Live and you learn, I guess.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the Coco Goat Adeptabeast of which you speak.
What a disappointment. Don't worry about it. But I feel very disappointed.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Coco goat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than normal goat milk. Only an Adeptabeast could make such tasty milk. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. I cannot remember the name of the milk. That's why I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Ah, here. This is the name. Coconut milk.
Really?
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child, when perhaps I should have undertaken further due diligence.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb goes, all things are random and, so how are you supposed to predict anything? Literally no one could have seen this coming.
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi say a bad thing?
Oh, sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
All begins with the fruit of the... It's time to tell you where coconut milk comes from.
No. Impossible.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
They all need to grow up sometime.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then. Thank you all for looking after my little Chi-Chi.
Might I ask who...
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around his neck. What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi. Ah! The snake is speaking!
Nothing in Leo surprises me anymore.
I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside, what business brings you here?
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense? Why, of course we do.
Whew, at last! Things are finally starting to come together.
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just swap the golden house.
Aw, too bad the Chising have taken it over for now. Security will be tighter than usual.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much mora. And as for Mr. Zhang Li, he's around 3 million short.
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to child?
Wait, did I just make a choosing? Are you pranking us? God.
Coco Goat! Coco Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
Hey! Less laughter, more sympathy!
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourselves into. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. Forgive my audacity, but I see a great many opportunities for us to collaborate in the future. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by setting up a robust and speedy distribution network.
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over coconut milk?
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, Child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too. Let's say 2,990,000 mora.
That's like 0 difference from 3 million!
2,990,000. Also an innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it is a whole 10,000 less than the original sum of 3 million. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
I don't believe this is settled. Are you actually paying that money?
Ah, that lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope? What have I missed?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House, if not the EVGA? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liu saying goes, the walls have ears.
I hate you. Okay, let's put this into place then. By teleporting again! Am I the only one who does it like this? Can't be. I don't know why this gliding is so stuttery from a certain angle.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense. The completion of our preparations is not far off.
Whew, finally!
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far?
It's been odd.
Odd?
Not sure if we've been living the high life. Or experiencing the struggles of the poor?
Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over it yourself. As to remuneration for your help, I've decided to treat you to a meal.
Wow, amazing.
Oh, yes, don't worry. I will remember to bring the Mora this time.
I just want stuff.
Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall, praised throughout Liyue.
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor, at third round knockout.
Brexit? No way. Is that a Brexit joke? Wait. What? Oh.
May the Lord of Geo protect you and protect your fight. And fortune find you.
Ah, there we go. Consume stamina, so I'm really glad I got all the stamina I can get already. So I can do everything else super smoothly. I mean, it was a chore to get it, but now...
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice.
Neither can order wine this time.
I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
Oh, God.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here! Great atmosphere!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist.
It does nose just twitch.
What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, The glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide.
Oh, another playable character in the future that I haven't seen yet. Mysterious.
They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard.
I call that littering.
As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or 2 ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot.
I have her, and she's a pretty disappointing character with a buggy charged attack that not always hits and can't hit objects because the shots will just fly off.
Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the EVGA, and we saw her at the Rite of Dissension. Huh. Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Paimon, we gotta go.
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bounty.
What? Who are the Millelith again? I forgot.
However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you.
Wait, what? An emissary? Secretary? Okay. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a character. Oh, it's a cryo one even. I need cryo to complement King. I want Chong Yun though.
Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
Wait, what?
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here.
Oh, at least she doesn't refer to me as a she anymore.
I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
A lot of story going on. Wait, what? No.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
Paimon is up to something again.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Please don't tell me I'm locked. Please don't tell me I'm locked.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
A toast to our success.
Made another handsome.
Wait, what? No! 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 What am I to do now? What? It doesn't even say when the next one is available. Wait, what does that mean? I reached the end of the content so far? No, I'm so close to be level 30. You can't be doing this to me. Well, time to hunt for more quests, I suppose. God damn it, is that the end already? Damn it. Oh well.